Hi there, welcome to my views on news, two news stories. First one is from Tigray, where it seems that Tigray journals pro TPLF Debrecen wing are going to face some hard times ahead. It is being reported that assets of some Tigray journals have been frozen by the Ethiopian federal government, reportedly. Secondly, the last 3 days, the story of an Ethiopian girl is all over social media. Birtukan Tamasgan Kabbede is the name of the girl. What happened to her? Why is this painful story of a girl turning into a controversy and a conflict between Amhara and Oromo ethnic groups? What happened is the story told by Birtukan is fake. Why did EBS air this story? What did Dambidolo University say? Where is Birtukan now? In police custody or free? Where is she? Let's start. But firstly, from Tigray, viewers, it is being reported that assets of some Tigray generals, senior Tigray military officers, have been frozen by the Ethiopian federal government. It shouldn't be surprising, by the way. I said a few days ago that travel restrictions could also be imposed on top TPLF men and top commanders of Tigray. I think a few days ago, an official of Tigray interim government aligned with TPLF Debrecen tried to board a flight in Addis Ababa. He wasn't allowed to board a flight. He was denied boarding at Addis Ababa airport. Tigray generals played a key role in removing Getachew Reda from power. Getachew was backed by the federal government of Ethiopia. The Mabi government of federal government of Ethiopia is in talks with Tigray leaders to appoint new president in Tigray. Uh, 3 days ago, Ethiopian military accused a senior Tigray general, Major General Mig Behale, of orchestrating Fano's attacks on the military. Uh, Mig Behale rejected the allegations as false. Fano commander Zamine Kasi also said that Mig Behale had no role in Fano's plans, Fano's planning, Fano's attacks on the military. Ethiopian military accused Migbe of smuggling gold, Tigray's gold to Eritrea, of buying expensive properties in and out of Ethiopia. And if you remember, I raised a point 2 days ago in a live chat. On Sunday, I raised this point. I said that if Migbe is in possession of illegally acquired properties, why is that his properties are not being seized by the government? If properties are illegally acquired, it seems action has been taken now against Migbe and other channels. Assets, financial assets, properties of Tigray senior military commanders are being frozen, especially situated in Addis Ababa, are being frozen reportedly. We don't know how these properties were acquired, but we do know that senior Tigray officers had some houses, uh, residential and commercial properties in Addis Ababa. And during Tigray war, those properties were seized by the government. Later, properties were released. Their bank accounts were frozen. Later, the bank accounts were unfrozen. It seems the government is again taking action on senior Tigray military commanders. Why? Uh, you'll see more of such actions if Tigray military commanders don't agree to speedy DDR. Now, federal government of Ethiopia wants speedy DDR, disarmament, demobilization, reintegration of Tigray fighters. DDR could not start. Over 20,000 Tigray soldiers are part of Tigray's standing army. Billions of beers are being spent on the salaries, on other expenses of this huge army of Tigray. Well, government fears that if the army is not disbanded, if Tigray army is not disbanded, this army led by generals and TP Debretsion could wage another war. So they want dissolution of the military. They want implementation of DDR. That is why they are forcing generals, forcing TPLF senior leaders to start DDR as soon as possible. I think these Tigray generals will face travel restrictions too. They won't be allowed to travel abroad. We'll see. Will any of them be able to travel abroad in coming days? Debrecen, Megbe, Varede, Johannes, Marshal Bijine, Manuel Assefa, etc. It seems that if speedy DDR is not implemented, we could see more tensions between federal government and Tigray military. Federal government to get the Debrecen. Secondly, viewers, for the last 3 days, a painful story of an Ethiopian girl has taken Ethiopian social media by storm. Did not do a video on it. I wanted to know the details. There were a few loopholes in the story, so I thought of just waiting for it. 2 days ago, a girl named Birtukan Tamasgan Kabbede told her painful story on EBS, an Ethiopian television channel. She said that in 2019, she and other Dembi Dolo University students were kidnapped. She was a student, she claimed, at the university back then, and she was studying at pharmacy department of the university. She was kidnapped by soldiers, and the soldiers tortured her. And other girls, they raped her, and she was left as dead. Luckily, she survived. Now she's telling her painful story on EBS. She's married now. She's a kid too. She has a husband who works at a bank. Painful story. When you hear the story, really, it's very painful. The girl went through an ordeal. Will she ever come out of the trauma which she went through? Painful, very painful. But unfortunately, the story is turning into an Amhara Oromo conflict. She's Amhara. She is living in Oromia. Now, Amhara activists are claiming that this is what has been happening to Amhara students in Oromia. That Oromo soldiers, they have been kidnapping Amhara girls from universities and raping them. So, and all that started after this Ethiopian PM from Oromia came to power. Demidola University issued a statement saying that Birtukan did not study at the university in 2019. Havasa University has confirmed that Birtukan studied there in accounting department. Some Oromia region-based news outlets are trying to paint the story of Birtukan as false, as propaganda against Oromos. Birtukan is in police custody now, reportedly. Birtukan is not being allowed to talk to media. Her statement is being prepared. We could see some statement, fresh statement from Birtukan. Investigation has been launched. Addis Ababa police is conducting an investigation. Other Oromia region-based authorities are conducting investigation. I think Human Rights Commission of Ethiopia should conduct an inquiry. What happened to Birtukan? Was she really a Dembidolo University student in 2019 when she was kidnapped and raped? Who kidnapped her? Who raped her? How many students were kidnapped? Where are they? By the way, human rights abuses will go on if they're not countered, if the offenders are not punished. During war, you people know what happened in Tigray, in Amhara, in Afar. Not a single perpetrator has been punished so far. Only symbolic action has been taken against some ENDF officers, ENDF soldiers. Otherwise, perpetrators are at large or they're part of the security forces. This is what happens. When you don't hold your security forces accountable, they then violate law. They're supposed to implement law, maintain law and order, but they violate law and order because they know that they can get away with it. I'm not accusing soldiers. I think we should wait for the inquiry. But this incident should not turn into any Oromo Amhara conflict. One incident should not be used to portray all Oromos, all Oromo soldiers as if they are raping every Amhara woman or girl in the Oromo region of Ethiopia. Let's wait for the inquiry. Let's call for independent investigation into the painful story told by Birtukan, the Mexican Kabede. Thank you for watching.